the pain of the learning and the sacrifice of just life hitting you where it hurt is going to happen to them. Hello YouTubers, welcome to my channel. So I want to talk about this whole Chrissy Teigen thing, and the reason why I feel it's important is because when I was watching that show about the American royals, squirrel side note here really quickly. Why is it when I say American Royal, the show that I was watching, literally like people in my comments are thinking I'm calling her American Royal. It's like, we don't have American Royal in America. Like, get on me. I just said the title of the name. My goodness. Why are people getting on me? Like, I like calling her American Royal. I'm just reading the name of the show, folks. Don't be, come on now. We gotta sometimes slow down. Cause y'all see stuff and y'all be like seeing my face, read something, y'all think it's my words. Like, I didn't say that. So it's like I keep seeing it. So that's why I wanted to address it. It's like I'm just reading the title of the show that someone else said. Okay, folks? Yeah, so I think this whole thing with Chrissy Teigen, so like I said, so I'm back now. They had Chrissy Teigen in there because they were talking about all the friends that Harry and his wife are going to have now that they are living in LA, and they don't speak to their families, but they're going to have celebrities as their friends. Well, one of the celebrities that they kept highlighting during the show was Chrissy Teigen. Since the bullying allegations against Chrissy Teigen have come out, Meghan Markle no longer wants anything to do with her. Chrissy Teigen has since been canceled within the entertainment industry. Will Meghan Markle have the same thing happen to her once the royal family reveals the findings of their own investigation they have underway about Meghan Markle's own bullying allegations during the time she worked as a royal family member? And we all know the controversy around her, what has been going on with her and her bullying, and really her foul-mouthed language and wanting people to off themselves, like just really just sadistic kind of a behavior. It makes you wonder, what kind of upbringing did she have to be speaking like this? And to see that she is coming out with these apologies about her behavior, she's very remorseful for how she saw herself, but at the same time, she's being canceled. She's lost a lot of sponsorships from some major brands. She and her husband, from one of the articles that I read, their marriage is on the rocks. Like, there are serious problems that have occurred since this whole allegations of her bullying and treating people. And she's at the brink now where she's depressed. She's not sure that she can handle life without being able to go on Twitter. Like, she has got some serious problems. Serious problems. I'm always up for redemption and forgiveness, and she seems to be someone that wants to really come out and apologize and is very sorry for some of the things that she has done. But that is what is so important about what is happening with Chrissy Teigen right now. And if you don't know the whole story about that, it's everywhere. Basically, what she has done has been canceled because of the way she has treated people, and most importantly, how she has treated very young girls and the things that she has said to them. When you have been called out for your bad behavior, you get a remorseful person. You get someone who is feeling sorry for their actions because they have had the smackdown. They've had people kind of like get rid of them, and we don't want to work with you. You bad. We don't want nothing to do with you. And there's a lot of learning that has occurred for Chrissy because she sees and feels the repercussions of her behavior. And I've always said that Harry and his wife are never really going to learn or become better because they seem to always get what they want. It seems like they have had no one really tell them, no, we're not going to do this because you got a bad attitude. You not right. You treat people wrong. And this is why they're constantly, it looks like they're winning. Like they've helped Oprah get an Emmy nomination. Meghan is coming out with her second production through their Archewell Foundation, and Harry's an executive producer. Meghan is an executive producer. They've got these shows. They're working with high-powered people. It seems like things are just going really well for them. But this is the one thing I want you to understand about all of this and what it seems like. Hollywood is very good at building people up, especially newcomers, building you up, giving you all the accolades, making you feel really good, and really giving you that star power to help draw attention to you so that eventually they can tear you down and break you down. Because what in life, everything that goes up must come down. And the celebrity of this couple is going to rise. It's going to rise. But at some point, it will fall because of how they're going about doing a lot of the things that they're doing. And they should learn a lot from just watching what is happening right now in real time with Chrissy Teigen and her whole wanting to be sorry all of a sudden for all of the wrong things that she has done and said on Twitter. So much so that she has really gone into a depression, and she is feeling it hurt in a way that she's never felt it hurt. She is feeling the brunt of her bad behavior in the most dramatic way possible. It is really hitting her pocketbook. It's hitting her celebrity. It is hitting on her followers. She is definitely feeling life and its repercussions in a very bad way. But now she can start to learn and be better, while she is watching the rise of her other friend and her friend's husband go up the ladder, because they seem to be getting all of these things that are making them more recognized by the Hollywood industry people. And that is something that you have to see it and know that that is a train wreck still once again waiting to happen, because a lot of different things that I see with that as a side note with their relationship more specifically, because if you watch people that are couples in Hollywood that work together, there's been a lot of shows on television with celebrities or people that have become celebrities with their spouses, and their marriages have been torn apart because of the whole working together relationship. The pressures of Hollywood has been too much to bear. And in the end, the marriage ends up suffering. And we are seeing something that is a pattern in Hollywood. We're seeing it actually happen now with Harry and his wife. So we know that there is going to be things that look really well and like, oh, this is happening for them. So and so is working with them, and what? And like, you're really shocked about it. But don't be shocked about it at all. Just look at it as a pattern that is typical in Hollywood. And we know that eventually this is not going to end well. And it's not that I want it to not end well for them. I'm simply speaking on the experiences with people that I have seen in the industry, how their working relationships have crumbled because a marriage can't survive under that scrutiny, that pressure to make a hit, to be pleasing to the masses. You even had the issue with Diana and her husband when she became into the marriage, all the popularity that she had. And Charles felt like, his wife was overtaking his celebrity that he used to have. She overshadowed him. And so their marriage suffered from the celebrity and them working together. So it is a pattern that I want people to recognize and to see that there's going to be a lot of lessons, life lessons that this couple still has to learn. And we know that they have serious psychological issues already with dealing with certain things because of the mental health problems that they were talking about that they had dealing with the pressures under the royal family. They have taken the pressures that they had at the royal family and they have times it by 10 in the current situation that they have now in Hollywood alone. At least they had the machine of the royal family behind them in Great Britain. They had the agreements between the press and the royal family. In America, they don't have any of that. So they have essentially taken the situation that they had in the UK that they thought was bad, but really it was an excuse. But, it had some parts about it that they didn't like. But they took that situation in the UK and they have put it now in America with no protections. Essentially, they are a blank slate trying to overcome a lot of obstacles while also working to earn money and to make those friendships and to come up with the content and to deal with the issues of an actual marriage and working with and dealing with your children, if there's really children, because we know that the daughter still isn't on the royal family's website, as haven't even been born. Like there ain't even no proof that that baby exists. So we see a lot of just, when I look at the situation, when I just look at all the little pieces of just, it's just like, and it's like, it's like, it's like you see it, you're like, no, wait a minute, something wrong here. So we have to kind of look at it with kid gloves, because I think at this point, it can go down really fast and bad. Because like I said, we got mental health issues involved here. We've got family drama. We got so many different elements of catastrophe waiting to essentially explode in its little like harmony that it looks like. I mean, it looks like all is going well, but in my mind, when I see the scenarios behind this and the friends and the company that they keep, the examples of those that are supposed to be the ones to keep you in check, like your friends, when your friends behaving badly, and that right there is a whole nother dynamic in itself when you have celebrity friendships, because, just how much of a friendship are you going to have with people that you are just now meeting? Like, these are not people that you have known in Hollywood your whole life. You are essentially getting to know people in Hollywood like right now. They might be your friend now, but give it a year. Give it a couple of years. Give it 2 days. I don't know. You are setting yourself up for some serious problems and issues and drama, because we have got a special element in Hollywood that doesn't really exist in your normal, every mundane kind of a lifestyle. So I see it as something that is just getting just worse and worse by the minute. I really do. Taking this couple and putting them in the position that they're in now with their production company, and they're newly married and having children, the pressures of Hollywood and success, and the trolls that they do get, and the people that support them who are a little bit cuckoo, the things that they do that are completely against, the things that Meghan is even trying to say that she's for. She got to first check the people that are her followers, because she's trying to do something that shows that she's a humanitarian and we need to show compassion and all these things. And her fans are not even doing that. The way that they treat the people that criticize her. There's so many dynamics of dysfunction that it is not going to end well. It's something that I can see and look at just from my own life experiences. And I can see, unless they start to come down and humble themselves and learn from the things that Chrissy Teigen is going through, like learn from her mistakes by watching her, it's not going to end well for them. They've got too many irons in the fire that could easily erupt. And the whole thing that we're seeing with them now, it is just a big pot of a bunch of just googly gawk, just googly bop nonsense of dysfunction, hierarchy, power, all these superficial things of things that really are not much that matters. It's very superficial stuff. There's no depth to the things that they are actually trying to live by and abide by. Yeah, we know that Meghan talks about this humanitarianist life that she's putting herself in, but is she really about that? No, it's very superficial. It's very much not really at the core of her like it was for Diana. And so I can assure you that unless there are lessons learned, like right now, lessons learned by what they are seeing Chrissy Teigen go through, unless they start to really look at how she has been broken down and how she is really suffering unimaginable pain, because she's never felt it like this before. Unless they can start to break down the situation that they are in and all the mistakes that they have made to get them to where they are, they're headed for the same disaster and backlash and depression and heartache as Chrissy Teigen. It may be in a different way, but the feeling is somewhat going to be the same. And it's not until then will they start to learn and be better. And like a lot of you say on my channel, you say that they're not going to learn. They're just going to do what they're going to do, but they're not going to really become better from this. And I think I agree with you there. But my purpose here is to see, well, is there any light at the end of this tunnel with this couple and their behavior? I would think that some people could have a chance to learn and be better. But, like you guys are saying, I'm not sure that it's even possible. I'm not sure it's even possible. But hey, there's hope. There's possibilities. And we'll just have to wait and see. But hey, we're starting to see what it's looking like for Chrissy. And she's not feeling too good right now. She really isn't. And I think had you really looked at the way I'm looking at this couple, had I looked at the things that Chrissy Teigen was doing prior to her being canceled or going through the things that she's going through, it would have been the same thing. Like, oh, I see a train wreck coming with her. Look at how she is behaving. Look at her attitude. Look at these things look at the things that celebrities and people are saying about her. People saw that train wreck coming that were paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to her and what she was doing to know that that's a train wreck. Because yeah, at the end of the day, if you cannot recognize your own faults or have good self-reflection on how you are coming off to people, if you cannot see that, you're bound to learn the hard way. And I can assure you, it's a coming. It's a coming.